will put someone from jury back in. Oh, God, imagine if Ned had come back in. Oh, fuck.
Hang on. Yeah, previously it's been jury people.
Oh, God.
Well, can't it be pre-jury?
Yeah, exactly.
Then we might get Mark back.
Imagine
if Mark won it. Who the hell's this guy?
Oh, my God.
Legends only, please. Then we had... This is the scene where Dre was in the bedroom with Cindy, right? And then Ica walks in and rolls the eyes. Now, we understood those eyes. Major roll eye. we had a discussion here about who that eye roll was at the expense of. Cindy came in the door. No, Ica came in the door facing Cindy, did the eye roll. So therefore, it's at the expense of Dre.
I don't believe that.
You think it was...
I honestly don't know.
Her rolling the eyes about Cindy.
You said you thought it was at Dre.
Yeah, but you don't roll your eyes like that visibly unless you're trying to make some sort of psychological connection with someone. I've seen it on Big Brother before. It's like bonding. It's like it's like when Stuart was the biggest winker in the house. It's that kind of stuff.
That is old school.
I know, but that's my favourite era of Big Brother, so deal with it.
But even I remembered what that was, and that's... How can I remember these things? I remember
series...
things in my life.
Obviously, I've watched Big Brother UK the most, but I remember series 1 to 7 more than anything else that I've watched.
More than your own life.
Yeah.
Wow.
Exactly. Then we had...
Oh, we met with the friends and families. Oh, God.
As if
the episode wasn't fillery enough as it is.
The family filler section.
So, William's family... They seemed very, very,
French.
very straight. I thought.
Oh, rigid French.
Yeah.
Yeah. How are they so French? I don't get it.
Do you think they've ever been to France?
No.
Why?
Well, maybe.
I don't know.
How Canada? What's happened? How have you got this little enclave of like Bon Paris in the middle of Canada?
It's weird, isn't it?
Like, is it in the middle? I don't even know.
I have no idea.
Obviously, like a long time ago, Canada was colonised by the French.
Yeah.
And then probably the Canadians like beat them all back into one little area, and they were like, "You can have this bit." And they were like, "Okay, we'll make this French." And now they just stay there. Like I saw William the other day on live feed talking about like. Well, actually, Bruno was talking about like life after Big Brother, about like being recognised from Big Brother, and he was like, "Well, I come from a small place anyway in the suburbs," and William was like, "Suburbs?" Didn't know what it meant. He was like, "Out of the city," and he was like, "Oh yeah."
Okay.
And he was saying like, "Well, I was kind of a small community, so I knew a lot of people anyway, but like after Big Brother, people recognised me from the show." And William was like, "This won't happen in Quebec because nobody's watching."
Really?
Like English TV.
Oh.
Yeah, they're all just watching like French Quebec TV.
So how does William know about it then? And how does Dre know?
Oh, I don't know. But I've thought that maybe like Quebec is like under the dome. It's got a dome over it.
Canadian listeners, if you can fill us in on our ignorant, probably racist views about Canada and the French population. Imagine if there was just like a little bit of England that's just only German people.
Well, how weird would that be? Like, why have they not come out? Why have they still got an accent
really
for a
weird.
start? They're living in the country which is mostly English speaking. I don't get it.
And why did they show William's family that clip of him snogging Kevy Webby?
Yeah, his sister said, "I was disgusted. I had to look away." No, she said,
I would have to look away if I see my brother snogging someone on TV. It's
because
gross.
it's a boy.
No, because your brother is
I thought it was because it was a boy.
I like seeing boys kissing, if anything.
Well, I don't mind it either. Did you notice that both... So this filler section featured William's family and also Karen's family.
Karen's fam.
Husband Brucey, 62.
He sees the Big Brother house as a high-end jail.
Well,
True.
Pretty much right.
Her son said she's the star of the family. That's cute. I like that.
And they said that she's the head of the house in their home.
Yeah, that was really nice.
Do you think she has her own HOH suite at home?
Probably. And she probably, God help them on cleaning day. And then...
Have you used Windex on this?
And then her husband said, "Karen's my best friend," which I thought was really nice.
That's cute.
But the most shameless aspect of it all...
No, someone talked about the car.
They got the fam to plug the car.
No.
What the fuck? Whose fam was that? Williams?
How much are you paying that family?
I know. They're not in with a chance of winning the car.
You know why they did it, right? Because Big Brother clearly supplied pizza to both families.
Yeah.
You give we'll give you the pizza, you talk about the car. All right, deal.
It's ridiculous. Now, I don't know what you like to do on your birthday.
I
personally
quite like to get evicted from my own home.
Happy birthday into the arms of Nedda, who fucking hates you. Enjoy.
So Cindy followed in the steps of Nikki Graham, who was also evicted on her birthday.
Another legend. Hold on. Halfway through the season. How are we halfway through the season? It feels like it's been on for about 25 years. There must be only 2 weeks
left. Are we going to have to go as far as we've gone already?
Yes, do I have to see you every week for the next till fucking Christmas?
How much Prosecco do we have to drink?
We're going to need a new liver.
Yeah. So, Cindy's been ejected from the Odyssey. Now, this is my segue into my BB Can Odyssey.
Hold on, we haven't finished yet.
Oh, go on.
Have you just ended the notes there?
Pretty much.
Oh, God, we can't have another bloop. This is the BB on Blast bloopers reel. Sorry, sniffing around.
Oh, yeah, no, that is premature, sorry.
Wait, yeah, so, hold on. After they showed the family, shut up, Arissa went, oh, that was the start of her making noises.
Alright, Kat, making noises. You've already made a mess of this podcast once.
Stop ruining things.
I refuse.
And then, we had the
the comedy reel bloopers.
We had You Fell Over, and we had Karen projectile vomiting.
Oh my God. That was like when Brian projectile vomited all over the garden. That was gross.
Did you enjoy seeing people falling over and breaking chairs? And
yeah.
Demetrius had his shirt off. Yeah.
And he had his shirt off.
Yeah.
Elsewhere in the episode.
Yeah, and he said, you're welcome.
You're welcome, Canada.
Bang.
You're welcome. That cat's got his butt in my face.
Stop mentioning the cat podcast. Have to airbrush him out.
What was I going to say? Oh yeah, there was a clip of Bruno licking Kevin's armpit.
Oh my God.
And then, do you think this is why... Do you remember when Ica asked Dimitri if he brushed his teeth after licking that girl's armpit? Do you think it was like he licked Jackie's armpit or something?
Ew.
Because she said that girl's armpit.
Ew, gross. I honestly don't know. Then they did the speeches to save themselves. And Jackie said, every time I fall down, I pick myself back up.
No, she doesn't, actually. She wanted to self-evict earlier in the week. I heard that.
And I've written, let's test that theory.
I get knocked down.
Yeah, then I get up again. She's the Chumbawamba of the Big Red House. I don't know what Cindy said.
Tub-thumping, chicken-livered shit.
What did Cindy say in her speech? Do you know?
Cindy said... Really think about this is what I've got, and I've written good dress. She had a good dress on.
She look nice.
Nice red dress.
Well, she's got something going for her.
Cooler than the red dress. Sugar babes.
Oh, good dearie me. So then
we had the vote.
Everyone voted to evict Cindy except
from
Kevin.
Kevy Webby.
So what's that about?
Hang on.
What?
Hadn't Kevy Webby gone in there with an agenda for Jordan Parhar to get Cindy out?
Oh, yeah.
And he had his chance and he didn't.
Jordan, he's chosen Cindy over you. Just accept it and carry on with the podcast like a man.
Yeah. Bruno called her my girl.
Mm. And Bruno said that about Nedda as well, whatever.
Yeah, no. And then when William voted for Cindy, which was the decider, that audience were cheering. Why were they so happy that Cindy was gone? Was that the Nedda crew they got in?
I think they just want all the vets out, don't they?
Why?
And
they we've got more of an affiliation to the vets.
They're probably sexist. I know, but...
and racist.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not our audience.
And then...
Cindy just walked out, didn't she? Stony-faced at first.
Has Kevin put a target on himself by voting for Cindy?
Well, who will know?
Yeah.
Well, basically,
do you think he's going to blame it on someone else?
No, because Arissa says by a vote of this to this.
Yeah, but he could theoretically blame it on someone else.
Yeah, he could, but if everyone talks, it's not really possible, right? With this few people.
It depends if you're lying, I think. Anyway, we'll see.
We'll see what happens.
We shall see. But yeah, you're right. Cindy just walked straight out, didn't she?
She just went, just like, that's it, no goodbyes.
I'm
off.
I like it when people go out like that,
but
don't you?
Did you write what she said when she was going up the stairs?
Yes.
Go on then.
I should have betrayed you, but I didn't do that to any of you guys.
Was that it?
And then she said, goodbye house.
Oh yeah, she blew a kiss to the house.
Goodbye stairs.
She means Odyssey.
True.
And Arissa said choice words.
Yeah. Arissa said, ooh.
Ooh. Ooh. No, it was like, ooh. And she kind of rubbed it in and said that history had repeated itself when Cindy left.
Yeah, she's like, last time you evicted Jordan and you got evicted and now you've done the same. are you going to showmance Nedda in the jury house? And then in the leaving messages, Dimitri said, we voted you out because of the 2 goofs that you worked with. Karen said you only talked about yourself. Tell Nedda I said hi.
Karen was quite bitchy in that message. I
really
liked
bitchy. Do you think it's... I still think it's weird that Cindy went. I don't know why. I just like...
I think it makes sense because Jackie can't beat you. Anyone. But Cindy can beat, quite a lot of them.
And she's got evicting Nedda under her belt.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Even
true.
if it was Ica's work, she was responsible for it. So
Women's
I suppose
work.
they just consider Jackie's like small fry.
Yeah.
Even though
Small
she's a
fry.
witch, and they can deal with her later.
Yeah, but watch out, because if she befriends you, you'll be out next.
Because of Jackie.
So then we saw the start of the next HOH. Basically, they give them a Fitbit, and they said...
It weren't called a Fitbit, though.
Well, whatever.
It's Canadians...
Canbit.
Canada's version of a Fitbit.
And they said... you need to get 15,000 steps to get an advantage in the HOH.
And you said, how many steps do you do a day?
10.
10 steps a day.
10,000.
10,000.
Yeah.
So more than you walk in a day.
In a whole day, they had to do, yeah.
And in competition with one another. So they started to jump around like
But how did Karen win that?
I don't know. And as Dimitri's pointed out, she went for a... Did he say whiz? A whiz during the task. I think he might have done.
I've not heard that in ages. So Karen got an advantage that...
Oh yeah, what did she get? She only has to carry half of the bricks, the rocks, over those steps or something. So it's 150 years of Canada. It's Canada's 150th birthday.
What?
That's what they said.
Okay.
Before the Queen became...
Which Queen?
Since they joined the Commonwealth.
Are we talking like Ica or Arissa here?
Our Queen's the Queen of Canada.
Okay.
I know Ica's like the Queen of Big Brother.
Yeah. Our Queen's the Queen of Canada. Oh, because it's Commonwealth.
Commonwealth. Did you just say... Or Arissa, did you say?
Yeah. But do they actually care about the Queen, or they just think it's a bunch of old bollocks?
Do we, though?
Well, yeah, true, good point. Yeah, but I'd think I'd hate it even more if she didn't even live in my country. Yeah, like, it's like, who do you think you are? Get the
it's
fuck
like we've got a French bit, we've got a British Queen. What the fuck is going on here?
We've got the brick breathing down our neck.
We've got Mike Bell furnishing all of our homes. What is going on here?
Good point, remember that. Okay.
So basically, it's 150 years of Canada. So they're trying to get people off their fat asses, because they've been getting fat for 150 years, and give them active things to do. So I think it's some sort of like... at odds with the other tasks that have been. Some sort of government initiative to get Canada moving is found its way into the house. So hence 15,000 steps, because 150, right? 150 hundreds.
Yeah.
And then they have to carry 150 stones or rocks over these like steps, which you said looks like Harvest Festival.
Yeah.
I thought it was a farm task as well at first.
But I saw a canoe in the background.
Oh, Danny Whisk wouldn't like that, would he?
But we didn't get to find out about that part. And I'm not going to get spoilerized this week. Because the show is so boring, because we knew about who won the button pushing one. It makes it so boring. But I do want to look on Twitter. Fuck. What do we do?
Well, how did we know again? We've seen it on Twitter beforehand.
We looked on Twitter, yeah.
And then you found out Dimitri's won the veto as well.
I know.
And then it was kind of foregone conclusion that Cindy would go. So not a very exciting week for you this week. My cat is lying all over me.
Wow. So that was it for the actual episodes.
Yeah. Hang on. I was going to do my BB Can Odyssey.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying that was it for the episodes. Now we're moving on to the Odyssey, the feedback, all the other stuff.
Because it's BB Can Odysseys. Finally made it to it, even though I introduced it earlier and it plummeted. I was going to talk about jury. Obviously, BB UK, we didn't have a jury. What is this jury that you speak of? Because we have a public vote, so we have no need for a jury. Now, I wanted to discuss with you what I think Canada might be doing wrong with jury. Now, I know this is the way that jury works. It's the way it works in America as well.
It's a weird concept, though.
Why? Yeah.
Do you know why the jury came about? Because if not, I can tell you.
Well, I assume because the traditional concept of BB bombed in the US, and that's the way they choose their Survivor winners.
No.
Tell me then.
The original concept of BB did bomb in the US.
Yeah.
So in the second season, it was either the second or third. I'm not. Come on, I ain't no SWAT. They had